Kinley here from Orkney Uncovered Private Tomb, outside Unstan Chamber Tomb. So today is a bit of a breeze. My hand in the way there. 22nd of November today, 2023. It's quite calm today, calm-wise. Well, calm. 45 miles an hour is not that calm, but it's calm-ish. But the breeze today, a wee bit of a breeze, but it's very mild. So, my car over there. What we're going to do is we're going to climb in here. Okay, so this is a chamber tomb dating back to the Neolithic period. Okay, now I'm too tall in which to crouch to get in here, so I'm going to crawl in. Okay, so this is going to be quite interesting with my phone in my hand. If anybody comes here, the best way to do this is put a pair of knee pads on, because the floor is very wet and very sore on your knees, especially for somebody my size. There we go. Anyway, so in here is a chamber tomb that dates back to the Neolithic period, 5,300 years ago. This tomb here predates Maze House chamber tomb by about 400 years. And this is believed to be used originally as a burial chamber by people from the New Stone Age. So what you've got here is one of the main chambers. And so that there is a tomb that's difficult to see here, but you've got a chamber in there. What I'll do is upload some of the pictures soon for you. But this plaque has runic writing on it. This here is called twig runic writing. It goes from bottom up the way, and it spells name Bjorn the Berserker. And there is a picture drawing from 2,000 years ago at sunset. But this chamber tomb here was used to bury the dead for something known as defleshing. Okay, so it doesn't sound very nice, okay, but what you would do is you leave the body in here, okay, and then the animals and the birds pick off the flesh of the bones until it's just bones, perhaps, and then they bury them inside what is the chamber behind me here. And then also probably in these private burials. So here in front of me, I like to think this is called a kiss, the sort of private burial. On either side, you have some sort of platform going across. And then over at the other side. These stones here look like standing stones. They probably would have protected the roof or held the roof up. It would have been almost like barrel vaulted. A bit like a modern-ish day or 18th century, 19th century gunpowder magazine. But bearing in mind, this is from 5,300 years ago, so a long period before that. So these standing stones, they look like standing stones, probably held up the roof. The roof above me dates back to the Cold War, and it was added to protect this structure. And I tell you what, if there's another Cold War, I'm coming here, because this here looks like something out of a Cold War bunker. This is the entrance here as well. So this is believed to be a community burial. You've got a chamber tomb here. And if I had my torch with me, which I don't, you'd be able to see in here. And there's just a small area, a bit like one of these walls, but slightly curved. So you got these standing stones. Now, nowadays, what you can see is all these standing stones, particularly this one, has writing on. But most of the writing dates back to the 19th century. So old writing that really dates back to the sort of Victorian period. You also have some of the stones around Orkney, and some of these ancient structures do actually have runic writing on them, particularly when the Vikings decided to add their writing to the different ancient stones. But there you go. I like to call it the little ship of the dead. And so here you've got a chamber tomb from the New Stone Age, Neolithic period, dating back to 5,300 years ago. As I head out, we've got the tunnel ahead of us. See, it's almost like you'd have to duck to get in there. It's almost like deliberately pushing you down to pay respects to people within inside the chamber tomb. Anyway, from Kinley for Morty Uncovered, thanks very much for tuning in. Lots of exploration today, and while I'm talking about this, this is the Explorer shirt from Buffalo Systems. It's extremely warm, and it's a great thing for exploration, and it's really good for waterproof. Anyway, thanks to Buffalo for the jacket, or the shirt, and there you go. That's a chambered tomb from the Neolithic period. Thank you very much for tuning in.